Oh, no. There we go. Okay, hold on. Testing. Checking. 1, 2. We're in. Nice. Okay, so the damaging does not work on the client. Oh, right, he's trying to do an is valid here. What we should be checking is doing that earlier. So the explosion is just happening slightly later because the explode time happens locally. Oh, you know what's also possible? Wait, no, this is replicated. But it is not being set on the server. Well, no, it's being set on the server. What we should do is has authority. That should make it so we get a consistent number on both clients and server. Okay. This, it seems like we don't need to call begin aggro on it. We just do the multicast call, I think. It seems to work, I believe. Next up is the damaging. Access not trying to read property, player HUD in train route player controller. Is that why the damage is not going through? Should make sense. I'm pretty certain. Why did I have to make health a client-side thing? Why did I do this to myself? I swear I thought I would see... Okay, hold on, let's try this again. God, that is an awful noise. I'm gonna try to aggro him on the client. Yeah, he's just not doing any calls. I really thought that the capsule collider that's in here for the begin overlap or the the contact damage could be done on the client side. But it seems as though this begin overlap doesn't call on the clients. Don't tell me that overlap calls only happen on please tell me that it doesn't only get called on the server and that they can be called on the client. I'm pretty sure it should be able to be called on the client. Is it because it's replicated that it does not call overlap on the client side? replicate physics to autonomous proxy. True physics should be replicated to autonomous proxies. This should be true for server authoritative simulations, false for client. What if it's not? Hold on, let's see this. Can I show collision on the client side? God, that sound is awful. That is an awful noise. We gotta fix that. I don't know why that happened. I see the sphere. It's only calling the overlaps on the server. Oh, that sucks. Hold on, I'm debugging this real quick. Oh, he's not passing the call. Oh. Is aggressive is not replicated. So the instant he becomes aggressive, because we do the aggression check on the server, and I guess not on the client, this doesn't get set. So if I set that to replicated, we should now start getting the right calls on the client, because it is setting on the server. There we go. Now it's dealing now we're dealing damage on the client. There we go. Yeah, I went through the door. What's it to you? Oh, is he still aggroed on the dead body? That's not very good. Well, a week later, we still don't know what happened on that day. We actually do. We actually do. Yeah, it was all right. It didn't go as was not as verbatim, not as advertised. It was the wording that was used. not as advertised was the wording that sound used for it. She wasn't Asian. Well, I'm sure that was probably. Why would someone lie about that? But I don't know. I'm choking on my laugh. Hey, stop choking. I can't wait to put the monster in. That random idea thought. I don't know why the word choking made me think of the monster that we're gonna put in that like crawls into your mouth and then you become a living bomb if you get nearby any of your friends. I don't know why I thought of that, but I really can't wait to put that in the game. Huh? What do you mean? Huh? It's gonna be like a worm, an explosive worm that like crawls into your mouth if you let it get too close, and then if you get too close to your friends, then you explode. You become a proximity bomb. Until you get to the station, then, you know. It's a fetish game? It's not a fetish game. It's literally not. It's a funny idea that I had. I was like, what if we turn the player into a bomb? And then, like, it's not an instant death. It's just, you know. And then other players will see that you have like something glowing red inside of you if you get too close to them. It'll go like doot, 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 doot. It starts beeping really fast if you get too close. Yeah, dude. Doesn't that sound pretty funny? You could put the Asian date thing as an Easter egg. No one's gonna understand that. Not a single person will understand. All right. Okay, all right, okay, all right, okay, all right. Look at us. Look at us. Look at it. We're thinning out the list. I am doing things in a really lazy way, though. Like, I'm putting things in the needs testing list and marking as complete when it clearly is not complete. But we're slowly thinning out the list. Just ignore this. Ignore everything else. Ignore everything else. Okay. I feel like the next thing would be the quality of life thing. Being able to interact with things even though you have an item equipped would be, I feel like, a pretty big thing. Additionally, nighttime should be a pretty big thing too. I feel like here's what I'm thinking. We should probably have a actor that controls everything. Right? Wouldn't that be a good idea, having an actor that controls literally everything? Like, that controls our post-processing, our directional light. So I'm assuming we probably want this to be like 0.5 or something. There you go, nighttime. Look at that, it's already nighttime. Right, so how do we make the sky sphere turn into nighttime? Wait, is there a different thing? Oh, there's sky sphere. Wait, why is there a sky sphere here and then we have a sky sphere? What is the point of this simple sky dome? Why do we have this one if we already have this one, which is sky sphere? Oh, right. This is all based off of the rotation of the directional light, huh? Right? Is it? Wait, what? Wait, how the fuck? Wait, hold on. Sky sphere. Put this in lighting, even though it's not really lighting. It has the directional light assigned. Oh, do I have to hit refresh material? Oh, I have to hit refresh material. Well, the really annoying thing is that now the whole thing is rotated. That's kind of ass. Because we still want a directional light. We just want it to be in a different direction. Can I force it to be like nighttime in the sky sphere? Man, this sky sphere sucks. This blueprint sucks balls. Hmm. I love infiltrating streams if people don't know I'm the dev. This is raw, unfiltered opinions right now. Is a throwback that reminds me. I feel like I only had like one bad interaction with a streamer before, which was it was this like French streamer who got his chat to come into my stream, and then they all at once begged me to give a free key to the streamer. So that was stage one, and then stage two is what I hopped into the stream. And then when he was done playing after like an hour or two, he for like 20 minutes spent 20 minutes asking his chat if he should refund the game. And then I hopped in and said something in chat or something. It was a very interesting experience. It's a very interesting experience. Some of you might have actually probably remembered that if you were in chat at the time. That was like really awkward. What in the world? Yeah. Do I speak French, by the way? Oui. C'est terrible. Kind of. My French is really gone a lot. German? No, I don't. Eins, zwei, drei. Guten Tag. Italian? Uno, dos, tres, cuatros. That could be Spanish. You're golden. Here comes I got that's Spanish. Oh, sorry. Whoops. What's the difference? Went to Switzerland. That's what I'm wondering. I moved away from Switzerland at a young age, so I didn't learn German, even though it would technically be like I think like by 11 years old or 12 years old you start learning Swiss German, unfortunately. But I was on the French side, so yeah. What's this? Speaking Italian. No, we're not gonna watch a fucking Family Guy clip. Do I still visit Switzerland? Yeah, to see family. It's expensive though, man. Switzerland's so expensive. I could not see myself being a game developer in Switzerland. It's like it's just ridiculously expensive, and the amount of like you're gonna have to make more profit. It just doesn't make any sense. Went to the German side. I have not visited the German side yet. That's something I would like to do. I'd like to see more of Switzerland. You got like the southern side where you have like more Italian speaking people. You have the left side. The western side is more French, and then you got the eastern side that's more German. What about being a game dev in California? It's horrible. Doing anything in California is horrible. Oh, Control L. Yeah, but the problem right now is oh, so that's how it determines the sun color. Okay, hold on. I think we can do this. I actually think that looks kind of better, actually. The taxation will make you broke. Yeah, Switzerland's a very weird country. Unfortunately. So, is it because I have a directional light that I can't set the sun height? I fucking hate this blueprint. Sun height plus 0.2, min of 0 and 1. And that determines its color. Okay. Clear the call. And then I guess from here we have to manually set the direction of this stuff, which is kind of annoying, but that's okay. Wait. What does -1 do? Does that give the moon? Oh, no, it goes from like a sunset. Right. Okay, so we'll leave it there. I think I'm just gonna make my own blueprint. This is actually just more of a pain in the ass than trying to work with this. Currently dying doing my tax declaration in France. I have my my accountants doing a bunch of my tax stuff right now, my personal tax stuff. Shit sucks, man. You're telling me I have to do this for the rest of my life? This fucking shit sucks. It's so ass. It's such a funny system. It's like Canada will just give you a notice of assessment and they'll just review your stuff anyways. Why can't you just do that for me and then I don't have to do all this other shit? You're gonna tell me it's fucking wrong anyways. Like, what's the point? like, come on. What is the point? Ay, ay, ay. Ugh. Us Swedes just press a button in the tax app and call it a day. Yeah, but like, what's the tax rate in Sweden? It's pretty expensive, isn't it? We talking economics finally? Man, I am pretty boring, huh? I keep talking about the same shit. You know, Faith. Hope y'all are doing good. Doing well, Golden. How are you? Tax rate in Germany is almost like 50%. Yeah, insane. In my opinion. I get it because, you know, 30-ish% income tax. What's the corporation tax rate? That being said, I bet you most Swedes are probably just, I don't know, opening their company in like the UK or some shit to get a lower tax rate. I don't know how any of that shit works though. Tax in my city is nearly zero, not the whole country, only my city. I'm guessing you're in like what, like Washington or something? Or is there some like secret system? Depending on the type of corporation, you can get double taxed or not. I do subchapter S corp and I don't get double taxed for it. I don't get double taxed. My corporation is essentially a separate entity, so I would imagine you could probably do that kind of system in other places. In Germany, the more you make, the more they take. Well, that's the same thing here in Canada. If you do everything under your personal taxes, then yeah, you'll get fucked, like big time. Like if you make over 250,000, I think it's like a 50% tax rate or something here in Canada. Something around 50%, give or take. Right? So the whole thing is when you start making a lot of money, you generally want to have a corporation. And then you're doing all this tax stuff. Doing a bunch of tax stuff, you know, taxes and shit. I'm Canadian. I wasn't born here, but I've been here for like, how long has it been now? Like 15 years? But I am in Canada. Does that mean I'm Canadian if I have citizenship and stuff? Is that technically Canadian status? Yes? All right, I am Canadian. How do I design my mobs? I check up animations I got and figure attacks / spells for those animations. I don't know. It depends on what you're doing. Depends on what you're doing. I don't know. It depends on what you're doing. So, okay, nighttime is negative, but where is the moon? Motherfucker, where is the moon? Show me the moon. Man. Dude, this Sky Sphere sucks. This shit sucks ass. Okay, I'm thinking we don't use this. Or we can use this. Let's make our own version of it, though. So we'll take Sky Sphere. Let's go ahead and make our own version of this. We'll put this in core, because I feel like this is a pretty core thing. And then we'll replace this one with hours. I'm going to reselect the directional light because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so it keeps the rotation of that, but we're going to do some different stuff. Update the sun direction. Okay, so we want to keep the light direction stuff. We're going to want to do that. The sun color, we want that to be determined by, oh, the light color. Oh, that takes in the light color of the component. Oh, okay. So if I make it slightly blue, then, okay. All right, that'll work. That'll work. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Horizon color, zenith color, cloud color, horizon fall. Okay, all of this stuff we might need to change. If the sun height is negative, this value is used to blend in stars. Right, so this we want to change, I think. We also possibly want to change the sun height as well. This stupid thing is dumb. How long until my leaderboard's overrun? I give it 2 days before a cheater, multiple cheaters, fuck it all up. I give it 2 days before it all just goes to shit. I give it 2 days. I give it 2 days. Colors determined by sun position. God, what a shit variable name. Okay. At the very least, I have an automated system that will remove entries from the player side and then redo the list if it's less than 1 second. The problem is they're going to find out. People like that are just going to find out what is the thing that causes it, and then they'll just, you know, bypass it by setting a specific time. Super loser shit, honestly. Super loser shit. Yeah, they'll just add a 0.01 or whatever. It's really stupid. I don't know why people cheat leaderboards. Well, I can see if they're like advertising something. Okay, sure, right? But like if you're not advertising something or you put in like a slur or something, like that's just just a loser at that point. I don't know how else to say it. Like Loser. So the sun height is dictated by the rotation of the directional light. Here's what we can do. I'm going to delete that so it does not get overridden. And then we can specify the sun height here. I still can't override it. Really? Is it still not editable? Oh, there's a second input here in the refresh material. Who the fuck coded this? Okay, now I can set it to whatever time of day, even though the sun is at the same position. Me? Okay, Scotty, I'm filing a complaint under your name to Epic Games. Good luck. GL. You're not gonna like what comes next. Okay, so not only do we need to affect the sky sphere, we also need a reference to our exponential height fog. Because of course, let's say we do nighttime. As you oh wait, it's not just the height fog. Oh, it's the it's our, I think it's our distance fog. Hold on, please hold. So do we also need a reference to our post-process? Ay. Or no, we can maybe, the distance fog, I think, has a global, yes, a world parameter. Yes, okay. All right, it's time to open up Notepad 2. We need to, okay, so multiple things we need to do. We need to set directional light intensity and color based on day or night. Next, we need to set sun height to -1 or, what's the number? Or specifically, whatever the original, I don't know what the original number was. Guys, help. What was it? We're going to say 0.38814, 0.4. 0.4. Uh-oh. 0.4 day. Or 0.4 for night, day. -1 for night, 0.4 for day. Okay, good. Nice. And then, so we set the directional light, we set the sun height to -1. Then we need to, so this is the one, set MPC world params fog color and fog amount. Yep, that's all we need to do for the distance fog. Okay. Is that everything? Oh, we also need to set variables on the exponential height fog. Yes. On exponential height fog. So the idea is, I think we would make it so the sky sphere is, we could make it so the sky is replicated. Either that, or it just, yeah, I guess we could just make it replicated. No, that's not a good idea. Because it's being loaded on, yeah, I guess we could make it replicated. But is that necessary? I feel like all we need to do is read like which stage we're in and stuff like that. That's all replicated already, or going to be at least. So I feel like we don't really need to replicate the sky. Yeah. I feel like that's unnecessary. I feel like that's really unnecessary. Okay. The time of day changes to nighttime. Okay. Let's get that working. Replicate it all? Yeah, surely we won't run into any server choking issues, right? Yeah, it is surely. Surely we won't run into any issues. Okay, so as I understand, the sun height basically modifies everything, which is good. Okay, so the sky sphere needs a reference to the... Oh, the skylight could also be modified. A slight bit. Skylight maybe could be modified as well. Because we have a daylight ambient cube map in here. We might want like a different cube map, like a nighttime cube map. Do I even have a nighttime cube map? We have a sunset cube map. Do I have a nighttime cube map in here? No, I'm gonna have to make my own. Oh. We could always take the sunset one, I guess. Okay, we won't touch that for now because it's like a really low intensity scale, so it's like not a huge deal. Okay. Let me take a short little break. I'm just gonna stand up a little bit, stretch my legs and stuff because I haven't stood up in the past hour and a half. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Thank you. Hello. I got water. Agua. I got some agua. What am I using for the online multiplayer component for the game? I'm just using Unreal's replication. Just using Unreal's replication. Nothing too crazy. I'm not doing anything crazy. Not doing anything too crazy. So when I do an event begin play, is it peer-to-peer or dedicated servers? It's all client server host model. Peer-to-peer is different as well, so it's not really peer-to-peer, but it is a client that is a server. Essentially, one of the clients is the server. I want to say when we do begin play, we can read from the game state and then determine where we are. Is it train state? I think it is train state. Train state, route index. But we don't want this to be set until, wait, hold on. Hold on. What, how does this, wait. Where is the button? Nope, that's not the button. The button. Where's the button? The start button. Start next to route. Oh. I guess we'll just because I don't want okay, so we'll just do this and then we'll do route index. We'll check that the route index is more than 0. It's kind of a stupid way of doing this because we should have like a weather specific thing here, but we'll just do this. Is more than 0 and currently at station is equal to none. Or, this is going to be a really stupid way of doing this, route index is more than 1, so like 2, and then that just means we're at a much later station. It's a pretty stupid way of doing things. Yeah, this is pretty temporary. This is just so we can at least get like a nighttime in. But once we do like weather systems and stuff like that, this is going to probably get a big like upgrade. A lot of our code is basically kind of temporary. Yeah. Basically temporary. Yeah. So, let's just make a boolean called is nighttime. And we'll just this is how we'll do it. Is nighttime. Let me double check this is not replicated. Okay, good. So this will just do this is nighttime. And then we'll, I guess, call refresh material. So let me get this straight. They have a function called update sun direction that does a bunch of stuff, and then for some reason sets the colors of stuff, but it also is being done over here. Who the fuck? Who? This doesn't get used. Huh? Huh? It doesn't get used by anything. All right, goodbye. See you later. The only thing we care about is refresh material, apparently. Spaghetti code. Epic Games spaghetti code. They love their spaghetti code. They love their spaghetti code. We could probably delete this because we are always going to assign a directional light. This just makes things more messy. So goodbye. Colors determined by sun position will always be set to true as well. So we can also delete this. In fact, we can also delete that boolean if we want to. In fact, let's just go ahead and delete anything that does not get used. Apparently, horizon fall off. Doesn't that get used? Oh, it's using the sun height. Oh, it's using the sun height. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. Grim confuses himself for the nth time. Listen, man. Bro thinks he's Tim Sweeney. I do not want to be Tim Sweeney. That is not a compliment. No offense to Tim. Actually, I guess that is pretty offensive to Tim. Tim is cool. Sure. Sure. Oh, there's a message above. Character has 120 animation, doesn't have falling and air or jump anim. I have to make one. Just simulate it. Just simulate it procedurally. Yeah. Do what the guy did for God, you guys know which GDC talk I'm talking about when I say this, right? The GDC talk that talks about like animating stuff procedurally. It's the bunny game. I feel like that's such a great GDC talk, but like I don't think I will ever be able to use any of those. Yeah, overgrowth. The overgrowth GDC talk. It's very cool how he does that stuff. I have no clue how you would go about doing that in the context of Unreal. I guess you could. That could be a fun challenge. Maybe for Ronin. Do a bunch of like procedural stuff based off of like just single frame poses. That's a 5-year adventure. Still want to do it? Well, that's probably because he coded literally everything himself. Right? He didn't use a game engine, if I remember correctly, right? Like he just made his own stuff. Or they made their own stuff. I don't know how many developers it was for Overgrowth. All I think of when I think of Overgrowth is I think it's the same development team who are suing Steam. They're still in a lawsuit with Steam, if I remember correctly. The OG Humble Bundle owners. I'm pretty sure it's the Overgrowth team, right? That's doing that whole lawsuit with Steam. I swear it is. I swear that's the studio or the company. I don't know, man. If I was making games, I don't think I would waste my money on a lawsuit with any company at all, actually. That's money you could use, like, anywhere else. I guess maybe I just hate the concept of suing other people. Unless it's, like, for a very good cause. Bro said if I was making games... No, if I was making... Sorry. If I was making gajillions of dollars. If I was making gajillions of dollars. If I was making gajillions of dollars. So, nighttime is -1. Otherwise, 0.4 for sun height. Grim, you're not thinking that lawsuit is washing money with layers to not pay taxes, then you're... Huh? You're not thinking that lawsuit is washing money with layers to not pay taxes. Can you write off a lawsuit? Wait, hold on. You might be onto something. Can you write off a lawsuit as a... Is that a deductible? Is that a deductible? Wait, hold on. No wonder everyone sues. It's starting to make sense. You use up all your extra money to just sue random fucking companies. Wait, I get it now. Wait, I get it now. No, there's no way you can use a lawsuit. Hold on. Is a lawsuit as a company a deductible? Let's see what AI has to say. Yes. No way that's true. That's crazy. What a world we live in. Is that a jar? What do you mean? Is that a jar? What are you talking about? It's my water. Median time played so far is 1 hour 17 minutes. I think you are already at a higher median time, I think, than Sue for Hire. Wait, hold on. What was the median time? Oh, the median time I think was like 3 hours for Suit for Hire. I have to double check. Median time... No, sorry. Median time is 1 hour 13 minutes. I was correct. Yeah, you already beat my median time. Percentage of users, 10 minutes, 93%, 30 minutes, 72%, 1 hour, 54%. So that means only half of players have actually reached an hour of playtime in Suit for Hire. My game has only been out for 4 hours, so I think that's a good sign. That doesn't. It can only go up, I feel like. Welcome to adulting. Everything's a scam and theft and a way to bypass taxes. I was looking at the prices of Porsches. It really do be insane that they be out here selling cars for $200,000. Canadian, of course. 200,000 Canadian dollars for a car. Like, there's a whole market out there for like, just a whole ass, like just a different lifestyle. Just a whole ass different lifestyle. Did I buy 3? No. I just, customized one, and then I was like, and then I closed it, and then I was like, well, never affording that. That was fun. That was fun. Hey, the customizer is cool, even though it just takes a really long time for anything to update. And then made me wonder, maybe it's like a little fun side project. I could like build my own, model my own little Porsche. Then I could say I have a Porsche 3D model. It's got the engine, it's got everything, I have a Porsche. No, not a Porsche, a Porsche. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. What's 200K compared to your millions? You guys really think I have millions, huh? You guys really think I have millions, huh? If you close your eyes and ignore money, it won't affect you. I was actually thinking about it last night. I was like, what are my current large scale goals? And one of the big problems is a lot of them are monetary, which I don't really like. So I've been trying to like picture, okay, what could be some other life goals I could set that are not monetary? And then I was like trying to fill them out in my brain. But a lot of them at the top are monetary, which is really annoying because like those are kind of goals that you don't have too much control over. Like you kind of do, but also don't at the same time to an extent. You know what I mean? Okay, I have no clue if this is going to update. I think train state updated is the thing that we want to get. Do we call anything in here when we start the next route? Like, we set the train state, but I really don't want this to keep updating based on the train state. Whatever. Oh, train state. Because then that means we just keep calling this, and then we keep refreshing the material, which is not very good. Let's do the... Huh? Oh, does this have a... What we want to do... Let's also call update state. We'll just create a variable in here called current route index. Set that to -1 or -2 just in case. Updated state. So this is going to feed it with the default values, which I think is 0. So if this is not equal to current route index, we'll go in here, do a bunch of stuff here, and then set the current route index to whatever we just fed into here. So then that way we don't constantly refresh the material. It's only going to refresh when the route index is different. So if this is all correct, once we reach the station, I'll try to multiplayer in a bit. Once we reach the station and begin the next route, it should start going to nighttime. Right now it shouldn't be nighttime. Wait, I'm seeing the stars. Uh-oh. I might have messed up somewhere. Have I used any of my visibility rounds on Super High? I think I used a couple of them, yes. Stars are visible during the day? Yeah, alright, jackass. Listen here. It is visible. Huh. Astronomers when they enter the chat room. Well, actually, yeah, whatever, man. Is nighttime false? Wait, why do we see the stars? Wait, hold on. We're not supposed to see the stars. Not yet, at least. We had a bunch of variables in here that I know we're not using anymore, but I feel like there was one variable in here that I kind of wanted, actually. Oh, maybe it's the star's brightness, actually. Oh, we also changed the cloud's opacity. I might have forgotten to... No, I don't think I did. Add this emote, please. Okay, let me see. Let me see. Nurge? Alright. I swear we have a nerd emote, don't we not? No, we do not. We don't. Alright. Well, now we do. Okay, so let's see if we can see it turning to nighttime. Is nighttime false? Is nighttime false? So, is nighttime should be set to true once we begin the next route. Oh, shit. Okay. New route started. Okay, I'm going to do another binding. However, this time, we're going to do a force refresh, which is going to basically go and do the thing no matter what. I think that's our current problem. Very potato code, but that's okay. Very potato code. Hold on. We still have some potato code. I gotta call this after set notify. And... ah, shit. I might... This set would notify, might not set immediately. Oh my god. Okay, put a delay. I know this is really stupid. Whatever. We really do be making this with twigs and shit. What is it updating right now? With is nighttime. The sun height. God, I hate lowercase text and then spaces. There we go. Thank you. I feel so much better now. I feel so much better. Goes insane. Okay. False. Teleport to station. It should say false again. Okay, is nighttime false? But then we begin the route. Should be a slight delay. And now we're in nighttime mode. Okay. Very good. All right. Now we got to do 5 million other variables that get set. Yes. Okay. The next piece of the puzzle. So, so the fog system needs to be adjusted. The directional light needs to be adjusted. What's in our list? Directional light intensity and color based on day or night. Okay. So, next up we have our directional light actor. I hate these spaces. Get these spaces out of here. You're going to drive me crazy. Directional light actor. Okay, there we go. I don't know why that's a pet peeve of mine. I don't know. I don't know why. I think I'm going crazy. Okay, and then the directional light, we want to set the intensity. We also want to set the color based off of is nighttime. So we'll do a select. So I think the default is 3. Nighttime, I think we'd want to do like 0.5. Using underscores? Where am I? I don't use underscores. Where? Where? Show me the underscore. Really, it's just white. Change the pin type. I'd like to set it to a wildcard. Can I not revert it back to wildcard? I don't think I can. Oh. Oh. That's not it. If it's false, it's white. If it's true, we'll set it to a blue tint. Yeah. I think we can make this slightly warm. It's very likely though that this directional light already has temperature. It does not. Really? Okay, let's give it a bit of warm color then. There we go. Got a little bit of a warmer sun. Okay, so this should already be a pretty big difference. I think the moon. Look at that. Moonlight. He spawned in the table. Help me out of here. Get me out of here. We need his eyes in the forest in the distance. Oh, we're totally going to do like little things like that for sure. Definitely. Definitely. Okay, sun brightness. We need to set that to much lower value. So default is 50. We'll make it so the moon is just 15. Now again, cool things we can do here. We could do different, we could do a blood moon at some point. We can do very foggy. We can do like rain. We'll do rain at some point, snow. We'll do all that stuff, right? We'll do all that acid rain, you know, everything we can think of. Hail, I don't know. Shit's falling from the sky, hits you in the face, makes you go ragdoll. I don't know. I don't know. It could be anything, you know. Star brightness is currently 0. So we want another select again. So is nighttime, let's set it to 0.5, otherwise 0. Okay. Test it again. I like testing things as I work on it. Which is not very healthy for like a C++ programmer, because it's like then you gotta like do a bunch of stuff. But luckily I'm not in C++. Why do the stars look like that? Somebody want to explain why the stars are black? I have a feeling this material is doing some very weird stuff. Where are the stars? The stars are right here. Stars brightness multiplied by sun height. So that's being set to -1. Train rot sky. Close that. We can go back here, set this to train rot sky. And then we probably don't want to multiply this by the sun height. I'm actually kind of surprised that that worked somehow. Let's just do that instead. There must have been some potato code that allowed that to work previously. It's still black. What? That's just all of the asteroids in the sky? Huh? Maybe we put that back to 0. That's being multiplied by star's brightness. Setting that to 0.1 shouldn't make it inverted though. Then it's adding the zenith color, which I don't think should be black. Then we're doing a lerp between this and the other thing. Oh, I know what's going on. It's not actually setting the material. Okay, now it should be. It's because the construction script was being an ass. All right, here we are. Home sweet home. Ah. Holy moly. It's kind of, am I crazy in saying that it's kind of overwhelming? It's kind of like really overwhelming. Let's do 0.15 real quick. Every time we have to test this, it takes about 8 seconds to get to the result. Really sucks. Really sucky. Okay, it's better. You know the thing that I think makes it look really bad? Do you guys notice what it is? It's the anti-aliasing, or some sort of like AO or something that's causing it to be like really ugh. I think we're gonna make the stars very subtle. So I think we're gonna do 0.8. Okay, so we've got the directional light and color based on time of day. Done. We set the sun height. Done. We have not set the fog color and the fog amount, however. So that's next up. Based on the time of day, is it a vector parameter value? Pretty sure it is. Bulge location. That's not it. Fog color. Okay, so I need to see what the default is for this. Is this nice blue? Cut that real quick just so it doesn't overwrite it, because it will do that. Wait, how do I... Whatever. Guess I'll just make it... I swear there's a way of making this into a literal linear color. So I can actually like set the color, not the separate values. Hello? Hello? Like, why is it a reference? All right. I guess we'll do it this way. Game's looking amazing so far. It's getting there. So I guess we'll do nighttime looking like this with maybe a darker blue and then much darker value. Okay, let's see how that looks. Hook that up. Hook this up. I should make it so I can just test nighttime without having to actually go in game. That would probably be a smart idea. In fact, yeah, that would be really nice to do. But we have these two things here that breaks everything. Ugh. Ugh. I should just put this in the refresh material. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this in refresh material. Because then what I can do is test this locally without having to do all this in-game testing. I really like the interior design of some of the cars. I like them too. I like them too. It makes me want to make more because I feel like we could do a lot of cool stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Hold on. Nighttime. Let's make the fog a little bit darker. Can I do a color select and then select that dark color over here? It's gonna give me the wrong values, I think, because it's an emissive. Yeah, it's too dark. Okay. Daytime, nighttime, daytime, nighttime, daytime, nighttime. Would probably be good to also maybe adjust. Is this sun brightness not changing? Because it should be. The sun brightness is not changing. Oh, because the variable itself is not changing. Does that matter? Do we care about that? I think we can actually delete that variable now. Sun brightness, stars brightness. All right, well, there we go. Deleted that. It'd be cool to maybe also adjust the rotation of the moon. Like, moon could be, like, rotated a little bit, so then that way we have a completely different lighting setup, and I feel like that'd be really interesting. So, we'll get the directional light actor, and we'll set the world rotation. Dude, I don't know why I can't just do a direct value in here. I think it's because it's a reference. There, what? Please, someone explain that to me. Explain this to me. How, what? How? Okay, so the default rotation is 25, negative 29, negative 35. So default 25.5, negative 29.26, and negative 35.04. And then the nighttime will do 25.5, negative 29.26, and 27.25. Okay, hook this back up. And let's see if that works. If that like sets the direction and everything. It should, because it has the whole light direction thing here. Okay, so set that back to daytime. Things are looking pretty good, pretty good. Nighttime time. Nighttime time. Look at that. And the moon is in a different spot. So now we get a little bit of different, like, lighting scenarios. Of course. Okay, so when we enter the tunnel, it is getting the wrong value. The moon, huh? Well, it's like a circle. It's the sun. It's the sun. Here, DNT. This looks good. What's the lore? It's a co-op horror game. You and your friends are employees of in a monster society world. You basically have to you have to maintain a train and just keep it running while surviving from the passengers, or basically avoiding the passengers. I actually recently made the Steam page, like, I don't know if I showed it on stream. I had like a little preview of what the Steam page looks like, and then I made like a quick little short description. I adjusted it though. I made it so instead of saying survival horror game, I just said co-op horror game. In this co-op horror game, you're an employee of Umbra tasked to maintain a mysterious train. And it's just feed the engine, repair parts of the train. Whatever you do, avoid the passengers. That's what I have so far. I still have to make so much more of the page. But we got like a little basic, you know, temporary thumbnail art and whatever. For now. It works. It's got a fun little badge. Very basic temp logo. Got the little side view of the train on the side there, which I think is neat. Yeah. Still a lot of things to do, though. That badge 4K texture needs to be used. Hey, it's actually a 1K texture. Can we wishlist it yet? No, not yet. We don't have I feel like I want to wait until we have a gameplay trailer before I put it public on Steam. Either that until we have like good screenshots, but yeah. But no Steam page yet. If only instead we could sign up for a newsletter. I don't have it. I don't have a newsletter either. I don't have any. I don't got any of that. We don't got none of that. So we are setting, oh, the NPC world parameters. Okay. So when we call tunnel transition, right here, we want to get, when we hit play on it, we want to get the fog color, and then set that, and then it should no longer reset itself back to the default fog. Okay, problem 1 fixed. 90 more problems to go. I wonder if this should work on client side because everything's being called on client side as well. So I think it should be fine. Okay, how are we looking? It's looking cool. The stars are still kind of like looking. We got a couple things we still need to adjust, I think. Oh, what is that? Oh, the shit. The lights inside of the, is that the library car? No. Is this the library car? No, it's this one. There's a light there that's... Uh-oh, that's not good. Okay, nighttime's looking pretty good. Is it, do you guys feel like it's dark enough, or the moonlight is good? I think we gotta tone down the brightness of the sun again. Or, I mean, the moon. The moon. The circle in the sky. The circle in the sky. The circle in the atmosphere. I feel like this is a pretty good brightness. It still feels like nighttime. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, the tone in here? Very nice. Oh, yeah. Hold on, I'm going outside. Yeah, no, the moon can be pretty bright. What during full moons? I guess that could be a parameter we could set. Like, sometimes it could be a full moon, sometimes it could be like a half moon. Sometimes it could be a... What would you call that? An eclipse? Is it an eclipse? No. What is it when there's no moon at all? Like, it's dark as... Like, it's full... Just dark. Blood moon? Oh, no, not a blood moon. That's... Daytime? No, not daytime, motherfucker. When there's no sun at all, it means, I guess... Okay, so from a, listen, I'm not good with space. So when the moon is just fully dark, like you can't see it anymore, that means that the sun is perfectly behind the Earth, and so none of it is reaching the moon, right? Anyways, I hate this shit. Anyways, great. Looks good. We should probably make it so that causes a noise event, and then he needs to react to sound nearby him. It's got a different vibe when there's the moonlight. It's got a different vibe to it. Ooh, very nice, very nice. We could probably tone it down a slight bit. That actually might be the skylight, now that I think about it. We might actually need to tone down the skylight. I can't... Changing it here doesn't do anything. I was hoping that could do something. Oh, okay, so, well, now I can't check. Yeah, maybe we might actually want to tone down the skylight. The only thing with that is the tunnel, I believe, also affects the skylight. Yep. 0.1 to 0.04. Yeah, I think we could definitely do it. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Well, we would hope this is valid. If not, then we're in a big world of hurt. No, not a gate. Intensity. Yeah, it's an eclipse, isn't it? Yeah. I think that'd be cool, having different moon states that then dictate the brightness of the moon and how much it emits. That could be cool. That being said, I think we're going to tone down the brightness a tad. We'll set it to 10. How does it look? Yeah, I feel like that's nice. We'd probably want to make it smaller, like a tad. That makes it, I don't know if that's a parameter inside the material. Is that a parameter inside the material? The size of... Okay, that would probably be the sphere mask. What? Light direction dot product sphere mask. Oh, that's the rim light. Whoops. Oh, there's a variable called sun radius. It's 0.0003. Sun radius is our parameter. Okay, well, hold on. Sun radius. Are we setting that variable anywhere in here? Sun radius? No, we're not. What is that? Is that a scalar parameter? Sun. Hold on. I gotta find the material. Where'd the material go? Sun radius. What is that number? You can make the moon slightly smaller. I hate doing that, but we're gonna do it, I guess. Okay, so that'll make it slightly smaller. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. It's a little bit smaller. We could maybe make it a little bit smaller. It doesn't have to be super small. Listen, it's a fucking video game. We don't got to be super accurate with this shit. Cool. I think that's good. Next up is changing variables on the skylight. That's no moon. No, it's not. It's a cheese roll. It's a cheese wheel. it be a cheese wheel. Okay, so this we want to select the skylight. So in that way we can start modifying the skylight. Default 0.1. Ideally, it'd also maybe be nice to change the tint, but that's fine. So default is 0.1. During nighttime, it will be 0.075. Because when you get into the tunnel, we do 0.04. So it's even darker. We want the tunnel to be the darkest version. Can we subtly add this face to the moon? No. Why would we do that? We'll call that the crimson moon, which is just the red moon. Well, if we do a blood moon, I'll put my face slightly, like 10% into the blood moon, okay? Tell you what. Yeah, we gotta tone down the stars. It's too much. And when we set the screen percentage to 70, I think it just makes it worse. Like, unfortunately. Yeah, the moon, yeah, cool. Nighttime, very cool. I feel like the nighttime really fills in the vibe. Like the library is kind of cool. It makes it so the lights are like a lot more pronounced. Now, what does it look like when the lights go out? When the lights go out, technically it should be even more like spoopy, right? Waiting. Waiting. The lights went out in the main train. We should probably see that happen here as well soon. Oh, dude, let's go pick up that glow stick. We'll put it like right here. Any second now. Any second now. Hold on, any second now. I'm not speeding up time. I want to see this happen naturally. Because then all the lights are going to go out one by one. Oh, great. Instead of it assigning anything, it assigned a rat infestation in one of the cabins. Oh, come on, man. Yep. Here we go. Any moment now. I gotta figure out what's saying aborted. Something is saying aborted. I don't know what that is, though. Dev menu? Yeah, I should probably make a command for forcing maintenance tasks. Here we go. Here we go. Moment of truth. Aha! Ooh. honestly, guys, hear me out. I feel like it could be darker. Or no, that might just be like the way my monitor is configured. But I feel like it could low-key kind of be a bit darker in here. I like looking at OBS, it seems really dark, but on my screen, I can still see a lot. Remove day? The whole, like... I feel like this is like a thing that a lot of horror games do. They start off with making it seem like it's not that bad, but then the nighttime rolls in, like... That's kind of the vibe, is like... I do think we can make it darker. To really make it so like when the power goes out, it like feels like the power went out. You know what I mean? Like obviously we can tell that the power went out when we try to turn this back on. Like the lights all went back on and everything. Okay, first off, lower the brightness of the stars. It's still too much. We do have a power down, I'm pretty sure we have a power down sound. Power? Electricity? Yeah, we have this, but I think I might make like a more intense version. But we have sounds of like the different little bulbs turning off. Yeah, I think we'll make definitely we'll do like a larger electrical power going out sound. But there is one. It's just a little subtle. We could definitely make it a little bit more pronounced. Okay, so how I'm understanding it is reduce the skylight even more. Which then means if we reduce the skylight even more, we should make it so the tunnel is even darker. Like the tunnel just makes everything go pitch black. I feel like that'd be kind of cool looking. Maybe we can make it so the tunnel reads from the previous skylight intensity and then it will lower itself based off of that value as well. That could be how we do it. So right now it's just set to a flat 0.04. This is now set to 0.05. The default is 0.01. If we minus this by 0.05, 0.1 is 0.06. So what if we do divide this by yeah, Dar? What project you're working on? It's a co-op horror game. A co-op horror game. I've never worked on a horror game, so let's do divided by 2. So that means that during daytime, the tunnel will only be 0.05, so it's not like too bad. But during nighttime, it'll be 0.025, so it'll get even darker during nighttime. So that should look cool. Okay, let's see how that looks. I'm curious. But yeah, it's a co-op horror game that takes place on a train. Basically, all the players are employees and they have to keep track, they have to repair parts of the train when things break. They have to feed the engine items and stuff. and then avoid the passengers. Okay, it looks a lot darker in here. Okay, now he's a little bit more creepy when it's nighttime. He's a little bit more creepy. Whoa, okay. Now it got darker in here. How long have I been using Unreal? Like, around, oh, we have to make the distance of the lights a little bit farther because that's a bit creepy. Around, I don't know, like 12 years, something like that. 10 plus years, basically. A little while. Oh. Oh. Oh, great. I wonder, actually, technically since he explodes, does that create a noise event for the employee? He's technically supposed to hear that. Which studio do I work in? My own studio. Basically. Let's go back to the front of the train. Maybe some stuff might be... Some of the electricals might be gone. Lowering the skylight does mean we reduce the details a little bit. The skylight does add some nice little HDRI kind of cube map details, but we can maybe figure out a way of like feeding that in without requiring too much of the skylight intensity. Ooh, yo, that's dark. Okay, this is dark. Okay, this is... It's pretty dark in here now. It's pretty dark. I think this is probably the amount of color we want in here. We could probably increase it even more, to be honest. Oh shit. Yeah, it looks a lot creepier now. Alright, okay, the nighttime does a lot for the atmosphere. I feel like it does a lot for the atmosphere. And you can imagine, if we do the different moon states, that could be even... This could be even darker. Which, you know, might be a little bit too dark, but hey. What's a horror game without darkness? I want to see what this area would look like if it went dark. One of these crates I can jump up on top of. I don't remember which one. Might be these. Yeah, we got to increase the light ranges for the lights. We should make it so once you enter a room, all of the lights basically should be rendered from like from the back here to the front. Does this game include infrared night vision or sonar filters? It does not, no. We don't have any night vision. Although night vision could be a fun little item. Night vision could be a fun little item. Okay, let's increase the time. I'm gonna guess right around here. Maybe right around here. I don't think the lights went out in the office. I still see lights over there. Okay, let me increase the time even faster, just so we can see this. Because I want to see what it looks like in here, how dark it looks. Pretty good. And this is with a full moon, technically. Yeah, this looks cool. There are some little like color saturation issues. Oh yeah, shit. The poop on the windows makes it even worse in here because there's like no light coming in here at all. The poop on the windows. It's not literally poop, it's like mud, but you know, whatever. Okay, now the door opening and closing sounds are a little bit more... Oh, it's just the rats. You stupid motherfuckers. Don't do it! What does the upstairs look like? It's, you know... All right, I think nighttime is where the real game starts. that's when the real game begins. The daytime, that's just you figuring out the video game. Nighttime is where the spoopy shit starts happening. Oh. I can imagine with some like camera adjustment stuff and music and audio, this will definitely be the encounter with employee 233 aka John is going to be a lot more a lot creepier. Yeah. Like little vignette effects, FOV when you try to like zoom in on him and stuff. Like I think that'll like add quite a bit. Was it lunar feature you mentioned? Is it like a time/phase system in the game? Yeah, like a little bit of... the idea that I want to have is... Right now this would technically, in theory, be a full moon. It'd be cool to make it so... So the moon, the nighttime can be even darker. Make it so the nighttime is even darker and we have like different moon phases. We could have like a half moon and then like nighttime is like half intensity. So like this would be a lot less moonlight. I think that could be kind of cool and adds a little bit more randomization to the nighttime on top of what the weather effects would basically be doing. Nighttime, time to clean the windows. Surely this is something I'd like to do when it's dark. Okay, yeah, the monsters, nighttime, atmosphere. Yeah, the game is coming together. Suddenly just adding nighttime, I feel like it actually kind of did a very big impact to the mood of the game. And then I think audio will be huge as well. Dude, get out of here, man. For me, I'm gonna be honest. I think it does a lot for me because I hate the dark. I absolutely hate the dark. Every car has a problem except for the back car. Cool. Dude, adding nighttime, big adjustment. Nighttime was a huge addition, I think. actually kind of crazy how the time of day has made such a big impact. This should work on client side, but we're going to put it in testing. Anyways. Ultra dark new moon. Exactly. Yeah. Like that, I think that would be super sick. A blood moon could like introduce different types of monsters or maybe behaviors and stuff like that as well. I think that could be cool. Yeah, dude, adding the moon, that big atmospherical change. That honestly, I think I'm starting to understand horror games a little bit more. I think I'm starting to understand it a little bit more. I think the atmosphere is a gameplay mechanic. I think the atmosphere is part of the gameplay in a way. Yes, you might say that it's like a graphical / art element, but I actually think it is essentially a gameplay mechanic when it comes to this type of game. Just adding the nighttime made the tension, made my cortisol levels go up. I fucking hate that term. I hate everybody. I hate cortisol. Yeah, I think making that one slight adjustment brought in a huge return. It makes the first route like it feels like nothing. Cortisol max. Dude, I'm cortisol maxing, bro. Interesting. Okay, good. That means audio is going to be huge. You can almost... It's interesting. You can make a game that has this, like not even that many actual gameplay mechanics, but because you go all in on atmosphere, that fills in the void of gameplay mechanics. And it's almost as if you do too many gameplay mechanics or too many things that the player needs to manage, then there's too much. But we still have those game design issues of like having to run back to front to get to the furnace, bringing items to it. That might still be a problem. But adding the nighttime, I think, added a lot to the mood. I could see adding sound effects, like little creaking sounds, like the metal kind of shifting a little bit. If it's really windy, making things even more like, you know. I think that'll help a lot. But, okay. Find my 7 pages. What was that from again? Slender Man? Oh my god. We should have a Slender Man side task. Find the 7 pages, and then we spawn a specific monster in the level. Oh my god. Yeah, that could definitely be good, Scotty. Almost like a conveyor system. And if it breaks, yeah, that could definitely be a good one. Like that could be a maintenance task in and of itself. Like it gets stuck, and then you gotta like repair that. The pipe system might be a good design fix for that problem. Considering that there's going to be other things that need to be done on the train, we need some way for players to quickly send items over. You can send a bomb in the pipes. That would be diabolical. That would be absolutely diabolical. Okay, things are coming together. Just doing that atmospheric change, I think I'm feeling really good about the playtest. I'm feeling pretty good. Like, we obviously got to still do the quota rework. The quota rework is going to be a big one, but I think things are coming together. It's piecing together. The puzzle, it's like you were doing a puzzle and you had like one corner and then you were trying to look for this one fucking connection piece that goes to your other corner and you're like, where the fuck are these pieces? And I feel like I just put that piece in. Now we're still missing the big chunk in the middle of the puzzle, but like that piece connected the other corner. I feel like that connected the other corner. It's piecing together. I gotta watch a couple GDC talks on like horror. I feel like I have some stuff that I need to learn there still. If anybody has any videos, please DM it to me or post it up on the Discord. I'm always interested. Because obviously horror is a pretty new genre for me. So, I'm going to eat though. I'm going to get some food. I'm going to figure out something. So, on that note, thanks for dropping by. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for sticking around. Yo, Tay. How are you doing, Tay? How's it going? Not too bad. We're doing pretty good. We got a nighttime in the game now. I'll just quickly play through this again before we head off. We have a nighttime now, which is really, it really fills in the vibe. It really fills in the vibe. It makes it feel like the day one or like the first route is kind of like a baby walk. So this is nighttime currently. Oh my. Hold on. I gotta get away from John. He better not be trying to cut me off. Okay, good. But yeah, now we have a nighttime, so things look a lot creepier. Oh, he still sees me. I gotta cut. Excuse me, I need to go in here. So yeah, the nighttime seems a lot creepier. That being said, maybe it's just because I'm scared of the dark. I'm actually kind of, I'm a little spooked out. I'm actually not looking forward to adding more monsters to this fucking game. Monsters that look a lot creepier and a lot more disgusting looking. Yeah, alright, man. Keep spawning the cherry bombs. Yeah, adding the nighttime did a lot for the mood. It did a huge piece for the mood. And I'm now finding that, yeah, the atmosphere is a huge gameplay mechanic of horror. Game developer stops, cancels own game because it got too scary. Dude, if I'm getting scared, then I think we're on the right page. I think we're on the right page. Because earlier, I was not getting scared at all, even though it's a horror game. So I think making things a lot darker did a lot for the vibe. I think once we add in some weird, creepy sounds, like metal kind of sounds and whatnot, I think we'll be even better. Fuck, man, that gear. Okay, this gear sounds creepy. Okay, now I'm starting to think actually making that sound really loud is good. Oh, great, this guy's gonna come back over here. Oh, wait. No, he's not. What the fuck? Clearing a toilet got a whole new meaning. So, I'm actually curious because I've not tested this yet. When we reach the station at nighttime, what does that look like? Just finished a grenade 2D sprite and I'm working on more sprites. Hell yeah, doing some art. Okay, the game is getting somewhere. I'm feeling the video game. Oh, okay, he's going to the door. We should have a lockdown door system. Okay. This is starting to feel a lot like it's actually it's taking elements of a bunch of horror games. Because it's starting to feel like this could be... The train could almost feel like your like little room in like Five Nights at Freddy's. You guys know what I'm talking about? You guys get what I'm saying? You could have an element where you're kind of like, this is your like... Any key cards to backtrack for, but when you backtrack, it's worse. Yeah, backtracking is a big problem in the game right now, where like you have to constantly go around the train. To like fix things and whatnot. Like right now we got this gear here. Let's see what else is broken in the train. Car 1 has a problem. I think the electricity is out, most likely. I also think we're almost reaching the station, so we could probably just say fuck it. Where the train main spawn is in the middle and you can go to the front or back. Maybe. That's not a half bad idea. Oh, shit. We forgot to we didn't despawn him. But the station's at nighttime now. Oh. Oh, vibes. I don't think he can get... Yeah, he doesn't have nav mesh here. Will there be teleporters? I think it'd be cool to do teleporters for sure. Basketball at night. First hoop. Let's go. First hoop. Let's go. Oh my god, dude. You're never hitting that? I have. I have hit... I have. I literally... I have. Yeah, this looks cool at night. Now, obviously, ideally we'd want other stations, but I think we'll randomly sometimes appear here at this station as well. Later in a run as well. Alright, anyways, good stream. Thanks for dropping by, everybody. Cool. Awesome. We've only just started. It's been 3 hours! I'm hungry! Also, I gotta celebrate something with my partner, so... I gotta figure out food and stuff like that, so... Yeah, next stream. Maybe this weekend. I don't know, we'll see. So, yeah. Great. Love that. Nighttime feels awesome. Gotta order food. That's... yeah, probably. Alright. Alright, chat. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Might stream over the weekend. We'll see. I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know. But thank you for dropping by. Thank you for lurking, chatting, sticking around. I appreciate you spending your time here with me. Don't forget to check out Suit for Hire, my game, if you have not seen it. I don't think it's on sale right now. Yeah. But, yeah, good stream. Good stream. All right. Peace out, everybody. See you.